no mistake, there's a lot more talent on that pitching staff. Yusei Kikuchi is going to be the starter in this one. Japan and Korea, they always seem to deliver some great moments. Korea do it again.
Unusual. We got to start with this slider, which is a pitch he threw the most last season, followed by the fastball, curveball, changeup, and his sinker. But he is out here to compete, and I think also the mentality is, Steven, get extended with your innings, and they can use some innings here tonight.
Here's the lineup for Team Korea. They shuffled things around a little bit from where it was in the opener against Czechia to get some more righties earlier in the lineup to counter the lefty Kikuchi. That is because of the splits that Kikuchi has. Historically, right-handed batters have slugged much better against Kikuchi.
A little more on Kikuchi. What we have is quick zone finder. Which pitch is going to land me that 0-1 or get me back in the count after 1-0? The early mix is important. Well, any sliders, we know that. And the simple mix of two is quite important for him because a lot of times he can overthink it, but two pitches sometimes, the velocity is just enough.
Behind the left-handed starter, Samurai Japan going with the same starting lineup and defensive alignment that it used last night against Chinese Taipei. Seishiro Sakamoto, the one change behind the plate as Kikuchi's battery mate. But Murakami, the new Chicago White Sox at first base. Shugo Maki, star for Yokohama at second base. Sosuke Genda had himself a productive first game at the bottom of the order. Kazuma Okamoto at third. Yoshida, Suzuki, and Kondo from left to right in the outfield. Here we go. Japan and Korea underway with a swinging strike one on Do-Hyun Kim. 96 on the fastball from Kikuchi. Kim with a ground ball base hit into left field. Kim, the 22-year-old 2024 KBO MVP, entered the tournament red hot, homered in 3 straight exhibitions leading up to their opener. He was 0 for 3 in that game. He has his first official hit of the tournament now.
Puts together a terrific at-bat. He sees a fastball and then sits breakable. The book says it all. The load-up is so beautiful because even though he goes back a little bit early, watch how nicely he lands that front foot. Smooth.
Now an American League matchup. Kikuchi against Jamai Jones of the Detroit Tigers. Ball one outside. Jones 1 for 4 with a homer in his Korean national team debut. Jones with a flare in the right center field. Down for a hit. Going first to third is Kim. How about this start for the Koreans?
They finished the last game with a ton of confidence, and that's exactly how they start. One pulls, one goes. Inside out, Jam Jones. Nice piece of hitting.
The corners with nobody out for the San Francisco Giants, Jung-Hoo Lee. Lee had 2 hits and a walk in his tournament opener. Did leave the game early. Tweaked his ankle on a throw-in from the outfield and center earlier in the game.
I love the way he described it to us today. Was charging in, trying to make a throw, and all of a sudden, my ankle just went the wrong direction. Look how nice he cuts inside that base. Kim going first to third. That is classic.
Jung-Hoo Lee goes the opposite way, down for a hit, and Korea takes the first lead. 3 consecutive singles to start the game against Yusei Kikuchi.
Did we say it was going to be intense? 3 hitters and 5 pitches later, there they are. 1 in, first and second. Another very solid approach in getting him to get the ball in the zone. Watching this Korean group on the field before the game,
it was as loose as could be. Total opposite from the vibes we felt and saw in 2023. The different group, a group with a lot of young blood, next generation of Korean stars, including this man, Yoon Min-an, another 22-year-old. As for the KT-Wiz in the KBO, trying to add to the early lead for Korea. First and second, nobody out. Kikuchi spikes one in front of the plate, well blocked by Sakamoto. And another right-handed hitter. We talked about the splits. Here's the numbers that illustrate the point. Just in last season in MLB, Kikuchi against left-handed hitters held him to an OPS of 644, 1 home run. Against right-handed batters, OPS 781, 23 homers allowed. So 23 of 24 home runs allowed last season came to right-handed batters.
And on top of that, because he threw so many sliders, 11 home runs against sliders. And only Zach Littell gave up more on sliders than Kikuchi. Littell gave up 12.
A ball and 2 strikes on. Kikuchi comes home. Tipped into the glove, strike 3. And perhaps that will settle the left-hander down.
I think so, Steven. Another point on Korea, too, the way they slug the ball first game. Against fastballs, they went 2 for 13. Against any other pitch, 8 for 21. And this all started with a breaking ball in the zone.
Now Shea Whitcomb, like Jahmai Jones, following in the footsteps of Tommy Edman from the 2023 WBC as foreign-born players to represent the Korean national team. And he started his national team career with a bang. 2 of them, 2 home runs against Czechia. This is a 27-year-old from Thousand Oaks, California, who's shown penchant for pop in the minor leagues. Just inside, 2 balls, no strikes.
I asked Shea today about the approach on Kikuchi. He goes, I'm going to keep it as simple as possible, but I have to remind myself, he will provide the power into my barrel. Don't overswing. That's his reminder.
On a 2-0, Whitcomb with a big cut. Fouls back a strike. The profile on Whitcomb, 5 seasons in the minors. Since the start of 2023, he has the 2nd most home runs in all of minor league baseball with 85, trailing only Ryan Ward of the Dodgers, who has 91. Just to get out of the way of ball 3.
First thing issues. There's a history with him. His wife is a little bit anxious right now for Kikuchi.
High in the air, shallow right field. Going back, Maki from second. He makes the catch, and the runners will hold. Jose, the difficulty level of that play, what would you rate it 1 to 10? Because Maki made it look very simple.
He made it look very smooth, and I want to see my right fielder, Kondo, come in more aggressively. He knows his ballpark quite well. Has played many games under here. And perhaps he was playing a little bit deeper than he was accustomed to, expecting the power, but you coming forward, and that'll turn out to be pretty risky. And their outfielder, keep in mind, Suzuki in center, Masataka Yoshida in left. There's not a whole lot of innings covered in either of those positions in the last few seasons by those 2.
Bo Kyung-moon takes ball 1. Korea 1, Japan nothing here in the top of the first inning. 2 on, 2 out. The man who hit the very first grand slam in Pool C in this WBC. Go back to second to throw. Gets into center field. But Jones was a little late to pick it up. I don't think he would have tried for third anyway in this scenario.
Good job in center field. Talk about outfield coverage. Suzuki charging in. Jones was way off, but too much of a risk on a play like that with 2 outs.
Moon, a proven slugger in the KBO with the LG Twins. Drove in 108 runs last season, second most in the entire league. That to go along with 24 home runs in 141 games. The pitch. Moon goes to the left center field gap. Suzuki can't get it. It's down, dribbling all the way to the wall. Jones coming home. He's waving in Jung-Hoo Lee behind him. Moon drives in 2 with a 2-out double.
This is quite telling here on the approach they've had against Kikuchi so far. First pitch, breaking ball. Look at this one here. They know the slider will be there right now. Remember, this is still early March, and that sharpness is not yet there in repetition-wise in putting that slider in good spots. And they have done the most out of trying to do the least with every single swing.
Moon now in scoring position. Ju-Won Kim. Ball 1 down and in. Last year, Kikuchi had first inning struggles. An ERA of 6 in the first inning. Opponents batting north of 300 against him. Those woes have carried over to his home country and the World Baseball Classic. This is why we've been discussing it all day into the open. The decision to start a lefty in Kikuchi against a lineup whose strength is right-handed hitters. Ball 2 misses.
And Steven, I mentioned a simple mix. Sometimes when he tries to find everything right away, it's when it becomes a problem. And talking to the coaches about that, it's like, sometimes it's 2 pitches. Start with that, get one in the zone, and the one in the chase perhaps could be better.
Ball 3. Already 21 pitches in the first inning. Ground ball to third. Handled there by Okamoto. Throw across to Murakami in time. But a crooked number put up by the Koreans. A massive start in Pool 2.
No one goes to Hanks for his spreadsheet.
No, Shohei Ohtani was licking his chops before coming to the plate to lead off the game in the bottom of the first inning. As he saw his good friend Yusei Kikuchi labor through the first inning. Korea gave up 3 runs. Ohtani going to try and kickstart the Samurai Japan offense, just as he did last night. On the very first pitch of the game, he roped a double into the right field corner. After the game, he talked about how he sensed some nerves, some tightness, some of the first-timers in the group, so he wanted to show them the way and be aggressive early. Can't swing at that. It's outside ball 1 from Young-Pyo Ko. Right-hander for the KT Wiz. An ERA of 3.30 last season in the KBO. His second WBC appearance. Catches a corner for strike 1.
Best chance for Shohei Ohtani on the left-handed batters. Center, left center field. With this type of release.
You see Cole working away.
And for Cole, we'll see him miss a little bit more with the off-speed on the inner third, which is unusual, but he lives there and has had success there. Down and in on the lefties.
2 balls and a strike. The pitch breaks down and in.
There it was. You would think with the off-speed and your arm side where it is, you'd have more control on the other side of the plate. But you're not afraid to come in with the softer stuff.
on the 3-1. Oh, misses up and in. A leadoff walk for Shohei.
It's another way of setting the tone. It's a loaded lineup. Josuke Gendo. They can play, catch a baseball, and be a big influence in a different type of baseball they play in the bottom third.
He also was 3 for 3 with 4 ribbies last night, so he's down in the 8th spot. Here we go in the 2-hole. Kensuke Kondo, surprising 0 for 5 in the tournament opener. Pitch clock violation issued. 0-1 already on Kondo. Kondo plays for the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks in NPB. Hit .301 last season, an OPS above 900 in 75 games. Ohtani on first. 3-0 Korea already. An early lead for the righty Ko.
Last time Japan trailed by 3. 2023 semifinals against Mexico. Ended up winning that game 6-5.
Ground ball right side, stopped at second by Haesung Kim. He's got one play, that's at first. Ohtani moves up into scoring position. You see some Korean defense there. We'll show you the entire alignment. Park, the battery mate with Cole. Moon at first. Haesung Kim at second. Ju-won Kim at short. Shea Wickham manning the hot corner. Jahmai Jones, Jung-Hoo Lee, and Hyun-Min An, the outfielders.
Nice reach to his left by Haesung Kim. Smooth. He's won some gold gloves in KBO as a shortstop and as a second baseman.
Now Seiya Suzuki, the Chicago Cubs. He's in center field for a second straight game. He's been the center of attention in Japan because of the positioning, wondering how Japan was going to utilize him in the outfield. Played just one game in center field of the Cubs since his MLB debut in 2022. Now, the Moon double the last inning, I don't know the number of center fielders who would have gotten to that ball.
That would have been hard to catch no matter who's out there. But you can see the angle he took, not all that comfortable, or used to, I should say.
Going for his bat, he's in a hitter's count. The confidence from Cole to give him that pitch. 2-1, swing and a miss.
Pattern to arm side, fastballs, glove side, slow.
The pitch doesn't miss by much, but it does miss. Now Suzuki in front, 3-1. The 3-1, Suzuki holds the trigger and takes strike 2 on the inside corner.
Look how it offset his timing. Saying slow was going to be away. No, slow this time was in the inner third.
To pay it off, Suzuki swats one in the air, right field. This one's hit well. It's gone. You didn't think this offense was going to go quietly, did you? A loud opposite field shot. We got a one-run game in the bottom of the first.
It's a repeat pretty much of what we saw last night in that second inning. Well, they were 7 for 10, but a repeat of what? Just good at bats, taking information, applying the information. He saw the off speed on the inner half, and that helps him stay a little bit closer, meaning front shoulder, to get to the ball and drive it the other way with that result.
Now Masataka Yoshida behind 0-2. I don't think he's like either call. From Tatic and Kikuchi behind home plate.
It's a good thing to get some thunder in that lineup. Just like that, you're back in the game.
Bouncing ball to second. Routine for Kim. 2 gone.
Let's take a look here where the pitch is. Look at the hands. They start away from his body, but as the pitch is delivered, he gets his timing back. The hands go back and they go in, which allows him to get this type of extension. Otherwise, if the hands stay out, well, this doesn't happen. He rolls over. Go Seiya.
That's Suzuki's first career WBC extra base hit. Didn't have one in 2017 when he last played. Missed 2023 with an injury. On the board in 2026 and has Japan on the board. 3-2. Kazuma Okamoto, new Toronto Blue Jay. Longtime Yomiuri Giant. Swinging tapper back to the mound. Handled cleanly by Ko. Throw to first. Ends the first. 3-2 going to the second.
Take me to the...
Slap to the left side over Genda. Falling away, throws to second in time to get on and end the inning. Still 3-2 Korea. Let's get back to the 2006 inaugural WBC. Korea beat Japan twice. And again in 2009, the first 2 rounds. They met again in the championship. And Samurai Japan got the ultimate revenge. A win. Now, twice you saw Team Korea planting its flag on the mound. You see Sakamoto, the number 9 hitter, swing through strike 2.
And oh boy.
In 2009, when that happened, there was one particular player in Japan's dugout who was irked by that. That was Ichiro. He took that to his team, and they used that in the championship game. The 0-2 to Sakamoto. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and another strikeout for Ko. He's punched out 3 of the last 4.
Making it look easy. Now he's got a great feel and better understanding of the swings and also of the mix. Effectively going soft early. A little bit harder, as we can say, harder for him. Mid-80s.
Shohei Ohtani represents the tying run. Only the bottom of the 3rd. A lot of ball game left.
As you're talking about Ichiro, this is the type of pitcher for Shohei where he brings that Ichiro swing. Which is not as long. Tells himself, let me hit the ball when it's right around my belly. As a reminder, let it travel.
Ball and a strike. Cole to Ohtani. Ohtani drills one high, deep, and gone again. We're tied in Tokyo.
Not that easy.
He would beg to differ.
It is not that easy to do, Shohei. Must see TV, must see live at bats. You can't even leave your couch. Can't. Let alone your seat in the ballpark. It's like, what Ichiro swing? You take my swing up here. But he did allow that ball to get where it needed to get. Deep in the zone.
That takes Kikuchi off of the hook. Conversely, the reaction from Ko on the mound right after contact, the Korean starter knew it.
How good does that feel?
The 2-2 pitch. Cole gets Kondo.
Go back. Let it travel. There it is. Soft in, as he saw in the first inning. This one, little cut, undercut, and deposited.
Kikuchi and Otani, not just friends, colleagues, competitors in the same region of Japan, the Iwate Prefecture up north, to the same high school, Hanamaki Higashi High School.
The same job, cleaning bathrooms, as pitchers were assigned.
Tied at 3 in the third. 2 outs, bases empty, Seiya Suzuki. He drove in the first 2 tonight for Samurai Japan with a first inning homer that scored Shohei. Suzuki turns on another one. No doubt about it. Samurai Japan takes the lead. The third Japanese player in WBC history with a multi-home run game is Seiya Suzuki.
A certain matchup was just made for you. In your mechanics, your swing path, your load, and then the explosiveness through the zone. And that's all Suzuki against Ko.
Pitching change for Korea. Now trails 4-3.
All right, Fox Saturday Night Baseball is back. Fans are back. Celebrations are back. Players are back, doing 17 things before every pitch. And Saturday night, that's locked in. No thinking required. You bring the couch. We'll bring the drama. Baseball night in America.
Back after a pitching change. Jung-Hoon Jo trying to get the last out of the third inning, facing Masataka Yoshida. Shohei Otani and Seiya Suzuki both hit solo home runs. Now it's Yoshida's turn. The Macho Man makes it a hat trick in the third inning. Suzuki and Yoshida go back-to-back. Japan up by 2.
Some kind of firepower. It will get you in a game so quickly. Down 3-0 at one point. Look where we are now. Still learning again.
More power at the plate, and Okamoto. Numbers for Joe last year in the KBO, 69 games, 67 in the third innings, an ERA of 1.6. Big swing, big miss. A ball and 2 strikes.
We were talking earlier about the information being passed throughout batting practice from the hitting supervisors. But during the game, it's all between the hitters. Easy to understand language.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch stays upstairs. Full count. Murakami on deck. Payoff coming. Okamoto flips it in the air to right field. Charging in on. There to make the catch, but the damage was done. Lots of it from Japan. Now ahead 5-3. Instead, he is the first out of the bullpen in relief of Kikuchi, working with a 5-3 lead. And he plunks the first batter he faces. 1轟Kim, the number 7 hitter. 3 solo home runs in the bottom of the third for Samurai Japan. Change the look of this scoreboard and the feel inside this building. But now the tying run coming to the plate. Dongwon Park 0 for 1, struck out back in the second inning against Kikuchi. Park hit 22 home runs last year in 139 games for the LG Twins. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Found a little rhythm to get the batter off his rhythm. By doing that, that back foot sliding like that, there's absolutely 0 chance. That's way too far to reach.
Final line for Kikuchi, by the way, 3 innings, 3 runs on 6 hits. Didn't walk a batter, struck out 4. 63 pitches, only 37 strikes. Here's a strike from Ito to Haesung Kim.
It was a struggle, Steven, no doubt, but at least he got him through 3. And he got his pitch count where he wants to be at this point before the regular season.
One on, one out. Now the 1-1 pitch. Dives low. Every time you look out to the mountain, it's a cloud of rosin.
It's turning all the dirt a little lighter.
Right.
Look at that. It's a lot of dust.
Sakamoto trying to frame up a second strike. Wasn't fooling Todd Tischner. 3 balls and a strike on Haesung Kim. Top of the order is on deck. Now Haesung Kim, a comet sighting in Japan. inches back. We're tied at 5.
Well, he knew he had it. From the first at-bats when he struck out, and so much of those feet moving. And the moving parts all to quiet it down here and deliver. A convincing way. He knew it all the way. Watch this. Land early.
I think he knew
that
it.
knee and let her fly.
The best part about that, Jose, was our pregame conversation with Hesong, because he was one of the supremely confident members of this roster. And I said, hey, Hesong, you going deep tonight? And he goes, everybody but me. He was wrong.
He was. He did sound very confident, and he's one of the best personalities in there. Happy to be back playing for Korea.
A 1-2 to Do-Young Kim. This is upstairs, check swing, but no swing. 2-2. In the air, shallow right center field. Kondo races in, has the second out. Hesong Kim with a 2-run shot off Hiromi Ito, the reigning Sawamura Award winner, who gave up just 15 home runs in 196 2/3 innings a year ago. On the other side, Young Pyo Ko, the starter for Korea, he gave up just 10 home runs all the last year in 161 innings. And Japan touched him up for 3 home runs tonight.
It's just in this entire pool, there's been a lot of runs scored via the long ball from pretty much every single team. We had a feeling there's going to be some slugging here on both sides today, and they have been slugging on the Korean side, a much different team.
Two strikes on Jahmai Jones, who's 2 for 2, 2 singles off Kikuchi. Already 20 pitches for Ito in his first inning of relief. Started the inning with a hit batter. How costly was that?
Hey, Korea has capitalized on the mistakes he's made, but I wonder how much of an issue not having the starters routine for him and coming into the game under these circumstances.
Ito bounces back with a strikeout of Jones to end the inning, but Hesong Kim has us tied again, 5-5, 3.5 innings complete. Another 1-2. Top of the zone, check swing. He couldn't hold up. Whitcomb can't believe it, but he's got to live with it. That ends the inning. Shohei Ohtani due up when we come back to the World Baseball Classic. The 2-2. This is upstairs. Let her high. Count is full. And if you're a Sun out of the bullpen, you got to go right at Sakamoto. You cannot walk him. Let's see the 3-2. Down and in. Check swing. He got him. What looked to be ball 4 results in strike 3. A massive pitch from Sun.
That's what velocity does. It makes you commit and respect it. Unable to hold off.
Back to the top with Shohei Ohtani. Every phone in the building recording. Waiting to see what will he do next. And history shows he expected. Big swing, big miss.
55 home runs last season, 15 against left-handed pitchers, against whom he's looked 554.
Suns 1-1. At the knees, doesn't get the call. The fifth player in 4 major North American pro leagues with 4 MVPs in 5 seasons. Bonds, LeBron James, Wayne Gretzky, Bill Russell, Shohei Ohtani. Here comes the 2-1. Square count.
Son got Shohei on his heels. Watch this take here. And his body balance. Where is it? Heels.
Ohtani took time to reset. Climbs back in. Here comes the 2-2. Sun to try again. Poke the other way. Down for a base hit into left center field. Ohtani has reached for a 3rd time tonight in as many plate appearances.
There's that reset. Very uncomfortable left-handed lanky pitcher. Velocity in good breaking ball. The reset tells you, okay, I need to slow myself down. There's that other club. There's that other swing.
He has reached in 6 of 7 plate appearances in this tournament. First pitch, ground ball. Kim tags Ohtani. The throw is wide. Ohtani's hanging out on second, but he has just been informed by Edward Pinales, the second base umpire, that he is indeed out.
Kim has 2 jobs there. Start with the baseball. Find out where Ohtani is. He has it in front of him. Missed, but he's out. And then because of the rush of missing the tag, then he rushes a throw.
The KT Wiz facing Shugo Maki. Maki is jammed. Foul ground. First base side. And it just gets out of play. And Moon went crashing, I should say, into the side railing. And he is still down.
Full speed into the padded short wall. And it is very quiet here in the entire ballpark. Knocked the wind out of him.
There was hardly any let up in Moon as he ran over to try and make a play on the ball.
And straight down.
I hope it was just the wind getting knocked out of him, not something with the ribs or the knee. Like he's going to stay in there. And the Tokyo Dome crowd.
There's no way he's coming out of this one. Way too much at stake with a big man.
2 strikes on Maki. And Samurai Japan just waiting for somebody or anybody at the bottom of the order to get involved tonight. 1-1 downstairs. At this point, Jose, 5 through 9 in the order is 0 for 11 with 5 strikeouts and a walk. Box 1-2. Shot foul.
One hit for Japan the last 3 innings. And 2 base runners.
Another 1-2. Missed away. On a 2-2. Turn out of the way of ball 3 inside, filling the count. Winner jumps top the Pool C standings along with Australia. The payoff. Ball 4. Go ahead run on for Japan.
And while we've seen through the years with Japan, these are the type of at-bats and plate appearances that start just turning the tide a little bit more on their side.
Taisei Makihara will come off the bench to pinch run. Good work from Shugo Maki there. He was behind 0-2. He's able to work a walk and get on base. Now some speed trying to manufacture here at the bottom of the order. Sosuke Genda 0 for 1 with a walk. Was caught stealing. Had 3 hits last night and drove in 4.
And already showed bunt earlier in this game.
Whitcomb at third. Creeping in, try and keep Makihara close to first. They're ready for it. Inside nearly hits Genda. I want to say, did they keep the bunt around? No, he did not. He pulled it back.
It's a good job by the catcher part saying, hey, just in case did that bat stay on that plane too long.
Genda not deterred. Bunts it down to the first base side. A sacrifice bunt puts Makihara in scoring position.
If he drew this inning up on the offensive side by Ibata, it is exactly how you want it. Get the leadoff man on, get the base runner as a pinch runner, and then use your best bunter to get him over.
And now you have the best pinch hit bat in the entire pool. Teruaki Sato, the reigning Central League MVP for the Hanshin Tigers, hit 40 home runs, drove in 102. Ball 1. 1 on, 1 out. Parks 1-0 pitch. Big cut, 92, splitting the plate, thigh high.
Exactly what you want to see coming off the bench. There's a thing or two about driving in a run.
A wave and a miss, strike 2. Big time execution from Barr. A ball and 2 strikes. Level count now. Shohei Ohtani on deck.
You cannot afford to make outs on the bases right here with what's coming, so make sure there's no throwing bag behind you as a runner at second base.
Parks. 2-2 pitch. Sato hits it hard, knocked down at first by Moon. Steps on the bag for the second out. Makihara gets to third. First base is open. Do you think there's any chance they don't put up four fingers here?
Start now.
They have not yet signaled. Now they do.
Oh, he made sure it was going to be seen. He came out of the dugout running and showed four fingers.
His catcher, Park, had to tell Todd Tischer behind home plate, hey, look at my manager. Four fingers up. I know the Tokyo Dome crowd hates to see it, but that is the obvious move for any opposing manager. It's a classic, you don't let that guy beat you.
Cannot.
And so now it's up to Kensuke Kondo. There will be a pitching change. 2 on, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th, tied at 5. Ball 2. It's the WBC debut for Kim. The 2-0 pitch. Just misses the outside edge. Apparently, ball 3.
Could have been called a strike, but we go with the mentality of don't chase and don't expand. That's going to be a pitch you have to take.
The 3-0. Kondo was a spectator the whole way. That's strike 1. Career .307 hitter in 14 NPB seasons. Looking for his first hit of this WBC. Ball 4. The bases are loaded for Seiya Suzuki.
We anticipated drama. We got drama.
We had to watch the entire 2023 tournament injured. Has 2 home runs tonight. Now has the bases loaded with 2 gone in the bottom of the 7th, trying to break a 5-5 tie.
Already multiple grand slams have been hit here in this pool. Big man delivered. Opposite field. And did it again. The StatCast. 104.8, 104.4. Or it is 386.
The record for grand slams in an entire WBC tournament is 4. The last one, there have already been 3 in this pool. There has never been a 3-homer game by a single player. The 2-0 pitch. Way upstairs, ball 3. Bases loaded, 2 outs, nowhere to put Suzuki. The 3-0 at the knee, strike 1. Here comes the 3-1. Upstairs, ball 4. And that unties the game. 6-5 Japan.
It's amazing. We've seen it from the middle part of the order, top of the order. Sluggers, contact hitters. One plate appearance just changes everything.
Now Yoshida's turn. Strike 1 on the outside edge. Boston Red Sox 1 for 3 with a homer. Ground ball, base hit center field. Ohtani scores. Here comes another. 8-5 Samurai Japan. A crooked number in the 7th.
So many times he has come through in this tournament. When it comes down to RBIs, nobody has been better.
He's picked up right where he left off in 2023 when he had a record 13 RBIs in 7 games, the most by a player in a single World Baseball Classic. He's got 4 already. Forces a pitching change. We'll be back after this. The tie's been broken. Japan leads once again. Now needs 6 outs to get the win. Yuki Matsumoto has the ball for the top of the 8th. Facing Jung-Hoo Lee to start. Lee 1 for 3 with an RBI single and a run scored. Was back in the first inning, and Korea raced out to a 3-0 lead. And it was 3-2. Then Japan jumped ahead 5-3. That advantage was short-lived. Korea punched back with a Haesung Kim homer in the 4th. Can this offense do it again? Lee with a liner into left center field. Cut off by Suzuki. Lee going for second. Suzuki's throw. Foul bounced away. Wasn't in time. Anyway, it's a leadoff double for Jung-Hoo Lee.
It's great hustle, but also an outstanding play in center field. When the ball left the bat, it looked like an automatic double, considering how far he had to go to his right, but that slide makes it a little bit easier. And to the surprise of Young Ho, sliding in safely, not thinking it was going to be that close.
Hyun-Min An with Lee in scoring position. And strike 1 fed to him. Some changes defensively for Samurai Japan. Nakamura now behind the plate. Makihara at second base. Sato in right. Kondo in left. Two balls and a strike. Matsumoto comes set. On. Takes upstairs. Good fastball in the inside corner. Matsumoto, 29-year-old righty. Fukuoka. 51 games last year for the Hawks, an ERA of 1.07 in 50 2/3 innings. 56 Ks. Gets one here. 96 down the pipe, right by him.
Of course, Samurai Japan on the mound has been all about this, the case. They have the arms, they've had the execution, and at the proper time, they're getting the punch-outs.
14 total, still no walks. Shea Whitcomb on the first pitch. Lines it to left, on a line to Kondo. 2 down.
That was a pretty good pass there by Shea Whitcomb going through the zone. Perfectly read there by Kondo.
Oh Young-moon, the number 6 hitter, 1 for 3 with a 2-run double. Part of the 3-run first inning.
This is where you want his best swing to be saved and not wasted. Even if he falls behind, it has to be your area, your pitch. Don't waste any swings.
We'll see if the swing is affected at all by the collision Moon had with the wall in foul ground next to first base a little earlier.
That's a good point.
Three-0.
The best thing that happened because of that collision, at least it was not on the front part of his body, which is exposed and has to torque the most.
Called ball 4, a 4-pitch walk. Here with 2 outs in the 8th, tying run, strolling to the plate for Team Korea.
It's a very good and well executed game plan. Hitting plan.
Min Jae-shin will pinch run for Moon. Ju-Won Kim, the NC Dinos, set a career high in home runs last year with 15. Hit 289 in 144 games. He represents the tying run in the top of the 8th. First pitch on the ground, base hit right center field. Jung-Hoo Lee will score. It's now 8-6, and the tying runs are on base.
Playing right into what you just described, why the RBIs, because of this exact plan. And as a left-handed hitter on deck, you always have your eyes on how the previous hitter was approached. You're able to read arm speed, able to read release point, decipher what the breaking ball is doing, what the off speed is doing, and execute your plan, as he just did.
Hyun-Bin Moon will pinch hit for Dongwon Park. Second plate appearance of the tournament. He's 0 for 1. First and second, 2 outs. It's now 8-6. Swing and a miss, strike 1 on a fastball.
Exactly what we anticipated coming into this one. A huge fight.
21 years old, Hyun-Bin Moon. In his first WBC. Launches ball 1. He's finished 3 KBO seasons with Hanwha, hitting .292 in his young career. Yes, he did. 1-2. In the Samurai Japan bullpen, double barrel action. Fujihara and Taisei. A ball and 2 strikes. Matsumoto needs 1 more strike. Does he get it here? No. 2-2. Makes the deuce wild. Two on, 2 out. And the throw back to first. Diving back safely was Kim.
Not a big fan of that play under these circumstances.
2 Dodgers watching in the Samurai Japan dugout. Another Dodger on deck for Korea, Ha-Sung Kim. Full count. You wanted a good game, you got one. You wanted drama, you still have it. The payoff. Ball 4 and the bases are loaded.
Come off the bench. A ton of pressure, all eyes on you, and you deliver like this. That's big. Confidence. You cannot put him away.
Matsumoto remaining in the game to face Ha-Sung Kim. A fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. Kim, a 2-run home run in the 4th inning, sandwiched between 2 Ks. Tying runs in scoring position. The potential go-ahead runner on base. Matsumoto deals and misses downstairs. On a 1-1. Matsumoto gets a whiff and strike 2. The WBC turns teammates into rivals. Otani and Yamamoto on one side. Kim on the other. The game hanging in the balance. Ahead of this 1-2.
Rhythm has been off.
Matsumoto comes home. Strike 3 called. The bases are left loaded. 8-6 Japan in the middle of the 8th. Celebrated member of the Yomiuri Giants. The back end of their bullpen. Has the 9th inning. His first pitch. Sinking to shallow center, but there is Shuto for the first out.
Comes in with a reputation on the mound of being dominant. And the stuff, the way it plays out, is like you don't want to fall behind. You want to work counts or work along at bat. Easy first out.
Facing the top of the Korean order. 8-6 Japan, top of the 9th inning. Korea down to its final 2 outs. Strike 1 to Jahmai Jones. Taisei pitching in front of his home crowd on a couple of fronts. Gets his swing and a miss for strike 2.
Very interesting. Delivery motion. Wind up. Looks like he's going to drive down, and he doesn't drop down.
He was the Giants closer from 2022 to 24, but moved to a setup role after Yomiuri signed Raidel Martinez, a premier reliever, to close games. Taisei's 1-2. All the way by Jones. Ota is his surname, but he just goes by Taisei. He'll try again. Another 1-2 pitch. Jones hits a fly ball to straightaway center field. Shuto at the wall. He jumps and he makes the catch. Oh my goodness! What a play by Ukyo Shuto.
That is magic in the air. At a time when every single out is quite valuable. Perfectly timed.
Now Jung-Hoo Lee bounces the first pitch to first base. That's it. Ball game over. Samurai Japan wins a back-and-forth slugfest. And the latest installment of this international rivalry, 8-6 over Korea.
Korea jumps ahead. They know what's at stake. Korea respects and knows that lineup is like on the other side. The pitching, on the other hand, dominant with the punch-outs and the strikeouts here tonight. 15 total. But once again, Stephen, it came down to one thing. Firepower. And they have it, and they know exactly how to utilize it.
Japan and Australia both 2-0. Those two teams will play tomorrow for Pool C dominance. Right now, they're riding in the front row of the same Pool C plane. And with Samurai Japan's victory, Czechia officially relegated.
Pavel Haldim's group gave all the effort. For this one here tonight too, Stephen, think about all the moves that coach or manager Iwata had to make from the bench. Defensively, he matched every single item exactly what it needed to be, including outstanding plays there at the end. Speed, small ball, stolen bases, sacrifice bunts, and that's what they are, a dominant unit.
Certainly the best game we have seen in Pool C so far. That was the hope. Dare we say the expectation coming into tonight. Japan and Korea delivered. 8-6 the final. Japan wins despite getting out hit 9-7, setting up a date with the Aussies with the lead seat in Pool C on the line. The first game tomorrow, Korea, quick turnaround to play Chinese Taipei. On behalf of Jose and Moda and our amazing crew, both traveling and here in the Tokyo Dome, led by John Sulzer and Jason Law directing, I'm Stephen Elson. Thanks so much for watching an epic day in Pool C at the World Baseball Classic.